Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you're enjoying your day and having a great end to the week. Today, I wanted to talk to you about another productivity hack. And this one is all about getting more content out there. So, one of the most important things I find in marketing and in business in general is finding the time to actually get enough content out there. I'm guilty of this myself. I don't put enough time or effort into actually curating content and coming up with ideas and things like that. But the interesting thing is that all of us do a lot of things throughout the week, which is potential content. The problem is we don't always have it in the format that we need it in. So one of the tools that I find really effective for turning audio and video content into written form is called Rev.com. Now, Rev.com is a transcription service. So basically what it does is it takes any audio file or video file and actually turns that into a text document for you. So whether you've got a podcast, whether you've recorded an audio on your phone, anything like that, you can send it over to Rev and one of their team will actually transcribe that and type that up for you into a document. It's also great if you are doing videos and you want to add captions onto those videos. That's what can be done by Rev as well. So you can either have it as a general text document or they can actually provide you with the captions that you need in the right format for Facebook or YouTube or any of those facilities as well. So adding captions can actually be a really easy process through these guys. It's only $1 a minute, which might sound expensive when you think about that $60 an hour, but in reality, when you think we speak on average around 150 words a minute, mine's probably more like 250 words, but generally 150 words a minute for $1, that's not a bad return. Another thing is if you are thinking about or have thought about in the past writing a book, sometimes it can be quite a daunting task to think about how you're going to get all of those words out there. So for example, if you want to write a 30,000 word book, which looks something like this, one I've prepared earlier with words and everything. So that's a 30,000 word book. Now, when you're speaking that, if you were to speak through that process of writing the book, you're looking at maybe 2 or 3 hours worth of audio in order to translate that into about 30,000 words. So it's a much more efficient use of your time if you're able to get that content out in an audio form and then have someone else transcribe that for you. So Rev.com is a great service for doing that. There are other transcription services that use it on a computerized version, which is like a speech to text idea. If you are doing that, you need to speak very clearly and very slowly and not have a lot of background noise. What I've found with Rev is because it's actually a person that's doing the transcription, even when there's background noise or there's two people talking or anything like that, Rev is able to transcribe it almost word perfect. So I've used them a few times on presentations that I've done and things like that I've had converted. So I've done a 45-minute presentation for a real estate group before. It cost me $45 to have that entire thing transcribed, and it gives me sort of 3,000 or 4,000 words that I can use for blog articles and things like that. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, one of the things with Google algorithms is still that text is what they use for ranking. I'm not an SEO expert, but relevant content that they're able to actually use in text form so they can actually look at the words and say, does that relate to the topic that we're promoting from SEO, is still very, very key to higher ranking and things like that as well. You'll also find there's certain people that don't like to watch videos and prefer to read things. And also for Facebook and things like that, most people listen or watch videos on silent. So having the ability to have captions on there means that your message isn't getting lost, especially if you're using those as an ad, for example. You want to make sure that the text is readable so that people don't have to put volume on the phone when they're watching it at night in bed or whatever it might be. So this productivity hack, Rev.com, head over there. If you've got any audio, if you're driving in the car and just sort of think of some things, you can jot it down on a note app on your phone, send it over to Rev, and they can transcribe it for you. So very, very easy to use and a great product that I really recommend you guys have a look at. Have a great weekend, everyone, and chat to you again next week.